That's more power than probably almost all the Highlander drivers are gonna ever tap into, because this is the ultimate efficient boat.
Some SUVs aren't just comfortable. They're practically designed to make driving easier, calmer, and safer. Today, you're about to discover the models doctors themselves often recommend because they reduce joint strain, improve visibility, and make everyday driving far less tiring. And here's the real surprise. Many of these SUVs succeed not with flashy features, but with simple, well-engineered comfort that makes a huge difference behind the wheel. Let's start the countdown with a model that quietly outperforms expectations. Number 8. Subaru Forester. Doctors often recommend the Subaru Forester because it solves one of the biggest challenges many drivers face as they get older: getting in and out of a vehicle without discomfort. The Forester's seat height is almost perfect, not too low, not too tall, allowing you to slide in instead of climbing or dropping down. This simple detail reduces knee strain, hip pressure, and back twisting, making daily driving noticeably easier. What really stands out is the visibility. The Forester has some of the largest windows and thinnest pillars in its class. Doctors frequently note that visibility reduces driving anxiety, cut down blind spot stress, and makes highway merging far more predictable. The upright windshield and massive rear glass give a panoramic feel that helps drivers stay confident in traffic, parking lots, or tight neighborhoods. The Forester also offers one of the smoothest, calmest rides among compact SUVs. Subaru's suspension tuning absorbs cracks, bumps, and uneven roads without transmitting harsh vibrations through the cabin, a major plus for people dealing with back sensitivity or joint stiffness. The steering is light yet precise, and the throttle response is gentle, never jerky or abrupt, which dramatically reduces fatigue on longer drives. Subaru's EyeSight driver assist system is known for being simpler and less overwhelming than digital-heavy setups in competing SUVs. It includes adaptive cruise, lane centering, and pre-collision braking, but the interface is clean, calm, and easy to understand. Instead of cluttering the dashboard with screens, Subaru keeps the layout traditional and physical button-friendly. Doctors appreciate this because overly complex touchscreens can increase distraction and stress. Reliability is another reason this model ranks high. The Forester is known for long-term durability and low-maintenance surprises, which means fewer unexpected visits to the shop. For someone who wants predictable ownership and a smooth driving companion for years, the Forester is one of the safest bets. And the best part? Even with all these strengths, visibility, comfort, calm driving feel, and doctor-approved ergonomics, the Forester remains underrated. It quietly delivers one of the easiest daily driving experiences you'll find in any modern SUV. Number 7. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander is consistently recommended by doctors for one big reason. It offers exceptional long-distance comfort without overwhelming the driver with complicated tech. Everything about the Highlander is designed to reduce physical strain and mental fatigue, which is why it's a top pick for people who want a smooth, predictable SUV that feels effortless to control. Let's start with the seating. The Highlander's seats are among the most supportive in the midsize SUV category. They offer excellent lumbar support, a wide and cushioned base, and a natural seating posture that doesn't force your back to curve or your knees to lift awkwardly. Many doctors emphasize seat ergonomics as one of the most important factors for reducing lower back pressure, especially during long drives. In the Highlander, the seating feels relaxed, balanced, and almost therapeutic. The step in height is another major advantage. It sits perfectly between a sedan and a truck, allowing you to enter the cabin with minimal bending or climbing. This reduces stress on hips and knees, making the Highlander ideal for drivers who prefer easy, smooth entry without having to pull themselves up, like in many larger SUVs. The ride quality is where the Highlander truly shines. Toyota engineered the suspension to absorb road imperfections with a gentle, cushioned feel. It glides over speed bumps, expansion joints, and rough asphalt without sending sharp impacts through the cabin. For drivers who experience joint sensitivity or back tightness, this smoother ride can make a noticeable difference in daily comfort. Visibility is another strong point. The Highlander's large windshield and elevated driving position give a clear view of the road, while its mirrors are wide and well-placed. Doctors highlight visibility as a key factor for reducing anxiety behind the wheel, especially in busy traffic or on unfamiliar roads. The Highlander never feels bulky. Instead, it feels stable and easy to guide. Toyota's safety system is also one of the easiest to use. The alerts are gentle rather than jarring, and the lane keeping and adaptive cruise control feel natural instead of intrusive. Many SUVs today bombard drivers with beeps, pings, and flashing lights, but the Highlander keeps everything calm and predictable, which helps maintain concentration. Long-term reliability is yet another reason this SUV gets so much professional praise. Toyota's track record speaks for itself. Lower maintenance costs, fewer unexpected repairs, and long-lasting engines. When you combine comfort, simplicity, stability, and dependability, the Highlander becomes an SUV that not only doctors recommend, but owners tend to love for many years. Number 6. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V earns its place on this list because it delivers one of the most stress-free driving experiences you can get in an SUV. Doctors consistently highlight the CR-V for its excellent ergonomics, low cabin vibration, and calm, predictable handling. Everything inside this vehicle feels like it was designed specifically to reduce fatigue, strain, and unnecessary distractions. The first major strength is the seating position. The CR-V's seats are shaped to support the natural curve of your spine, which helps reduce back pressure, especially during longer drives. The seat cushion is wide, the lumbar support is strong without being stiff, and the raised seating height means you don't have to crouch or climb to get in. It's a smooth, balanced entry that puts minimal stress on your hips and knees. Many doctors point out that ease of entry and exit is a key factor in preventing joint irritation, and the CR-V gets this right. Visibility is another area where the CR-V outperforms expectations. Honda designed the vehicle with a low dashboard, large windows, and thin front pillars, giving drivers a clean view of the road ahead. This reduces blind spot anxiety and helps you stay aware of your surroundings without constantly straining your neck or shoulders. Parking is also easier thanks to wide mirrors and predictable dimensions. On the road, the CR-V feels incredibly calm. The ride is smooth, the cabin is quiet, and the steering is light but controlled. It doesn't jolt over bumps, and it doesn't wander on the highway. Doctors often emphasize the importance of a stable ride because sudden vibrations or jerky steering movements can increase fatigue or discomfort. The CR-V's gentle ride quality makes it a standout in its class. The controls are another big win. Honda purposely keeps the interface simple. The buttons are physical, the touch-screen menus are uncomplicated, and the climate controls are extremely easy to adjust. There's no overwhelming tech or confusing layout, just clean, straightforward design that helps reduce mental overload. Safety technology is included, but it's tuned to be less intrusive than many other SUVs. Honda Sensing offers features like adaptive cruise control, road departure mitigation, and collision avoidance, but the alerts are subtle and the system behaves naturally. Doctors appreciate vehicles that prioritize safety without spamming the driver with constant alarms. Finally, reliability plays a major role. The CR-V is known for long life, low maintenance cost, and very few unexpected issues. This peace of mind alone makes it a smart, long-term choice, especially for drivers who want a dependable, comfortable daily companion. With its balanced seating, smooth ride, simple controls, and long-term dependability, the CR-V delivers comfort and confidence every time you drive it. Number 5. Hyundai Santa Fe. The Hyundai Santa Fe is one of the most thoughtfully designed SUVs for comfort, stability, and ease of use, which is why many doctors recommend it to drivers who want a smooth, supportive experience on the road. What makes the Santa Fe stand out is how it blends premium comfort with simple, stress-free controls. You don't have to fight with complicated tech or sacrifice ride quality. Everything feels calm, supportive, and effortless. The seating is one of its strongest advantages. Hyundai uses wide, cushioned seats with excellent back support and a natural sitting position that reduces lower back tension. The seat height makes getting in and out incredibly easy. You simply slide in without bending too low or lifting your legs too high. Doctors often emphasize how important this is for reducing hip and knee strain, and the Santa Fe hits the perfect sweet spot. Once you're inside, the cabin immediately feels welcoming. It's spacious without being overwhelming, and the layout is clean and straightforward. Physical knobs for climate control, clearly marked buttons, and an easy-to-read digital display make daily driving simple. There's no confusing menu diving or distracting animated screens. Everything is designed to help you keep your eyes on the road instead of tapping through layers of technology. The ride quality is another major highlight. The Santa Fe glides over rough pavement, expansion joints, and potholes with surprising softness for its size. Hyundai engineers tuned the suspension to minimize vibration and harshness, which doctors often mention as a key factor for reducing back fatigue and tension during longer trips. The cabin is also impressively quiet, reducing noise fatigue and making the drive feel peaceful, even at higher speeds. Steering is light and easy to control, giving the Santa Fe a relaxed personality. Parking doesn't feel stressful thanks to excellent camera systems and smartly designed blind spot mirrors. The body stays steady around turns, and the acceleration is smooth rather than jerky, making everyday driving feel predictable and controlled. Safety technology comes standard, but Hyundai tunes it with gentle alerts rather than loud, jarring warnings. Features like lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and forward collision avoidance operate quietly in the background, giving support without overwhelming the driver. This balance, safety without stress, is a big reason the Santa Fe shows up so often in professional recommendations. Long-term dependability has improved dramatically for Hyundai over the years, and the Santa Fe has one of the strongest warranties in the industry. This adds peace of mind, especially for drivers who want predictable maintenance and low ownership hassle. With its smooth drive, comfortable seating, intuitive design, and calm driving feel, the Hyundai Santa Fe brings together the exact qualities doctors look for when recommending a supportive, easy-to-drive SUV. Number 4. Kia Sorento. The Kia Sorento earns its spot because it delivers an incredibly balanced combination of comfort, stability, visibility, and ease of use. Doctors often recommend it because it solves several daily driving challenges at once, without overwhelming the driver with unnecessary complexity. The Sorento is one of those SUVs that just feels right the moment you sit inside, and for many drivers, that makes a huge difference in confidence and overall comfort. First, the seating position is excellent. The Sorento sits slightly higher than many mid-size SUVs, giving you a clear view of the road without requiring a big climb into the cabin. The doors open wide, the step-in height is moderate, and the seats are shaped to reduce pressure on the lower back and hips. The cushions are firm yet supportive, and the lumbar support helps maintain a natural posture, which doctors often highlight as essential for reducing strain over long distances. Inside the cabin, the Sorento's layout is extremely user-friendly. Kia has mastered the blend of technology and simplicity, giving drivers modern features without complicating basic controls. The physical buttons for climate and audio are large and easy to reach. The gear selector is straightforward, and the digital displays are clean and uncluttered. This reduces cognitive load and keeps driving peaceful rather than mentally exhausting. The Sorento also excels in ride quality. Kia tuned the suspension to absorb bumps gently, so the cabin remains stable even on rough asphalt or uneven city streets. The steering is light but accurate, which makes parking, lane changes, and tight turns feel effortless. Doctors often point out that minimizing sudden body movement and cabin vibrations helps reduce back stiffness and fatigue, and the Sorento does this extremely well. Visibility is another major advantage. The Sorento features large windows, a wide windshield, and smartly designed mirrors that reduce blind spots. The driving position gives a commanding view without feeling bulky or oversized. For many drivers, that increased confidence makes a noticeable difference in daily comfort and ease of maneuvering. Safety features come standard, but Kia tuned them to be supportive rather than intrusive. The alerts are gentle, the adaptive cruise control behaves naturally, and lane keeping assist doesn't aggressively tug at the wheel. Instead, everything works quietly in the background. This creates a calmer, more controlled driving environment, one of the key reasons doctors appreciate the Sorento for older drivers. Another benefit is the Sorento's long-term value. Kia has built a strong reputation for reliability and offers one of the industry's best warranties. This means fewer surprises, predictable maintenance, and confidence that the vehicle will last for years with minimal hassle. Overall, the Kia Sorento delivers supportive seating, smooth ride comfort, easy controls, excellent visibility, and a genuinely calm driving experience. All qualities that align perfectly with doctor-recommended priorities for everyday drivers. Number 3. Lexus RX. The Lexus RX is one of the most widely recommended SUVs for drivers who want a luxurious ride that actively reduces stress, fatigue, and discomfort. Doctors often praise the RX for one core reason. It does almost everything to protect your joints, your back, and your overall driving comfort without requiring any extra effort from you. The moment you sit inside, It feels like the vehicle is working with you, not against you. Let's begin with the seating. Lexus is known for some of the most supportive, well-cushioned seats in the industry. The RX delivers a plush, perfectly contoured seat that supports your spine, hips, and shoulders with precision. Many professionals point out how important this is, especially for long drives. The RX seat height is ideal, not too low, not too tall, allowing you to simply slide in without bending, twisting, or climbing. Even people who deal with back stiffness or knee soreness often find the RX exceptionally easy to enter and exit. The ride quality is where the RX truly separates itself from the competition. Lexus engineering focuses heavily on absorbing road imperfections, and the result is one of the smoothest, quietest cabins you can buy at any price. The suspension glides over potholes and rough pavement without sending sharp vibrations or jolts into the cabin. For drivers with joint sensitivity, muscle tension, or chronic back discomfort, this floating ride quality is a major relief. The cabin itself is designed with relaxation in mind. It's quiet, remarkably quiet. Road noise, wind noise, and engine noise are all heavily reduced, which helps prevent fatigue over long distances. A quieter cabin means you aren't straining to hear conversations or audio, and your overall stress level naturally drops. Doctors often emphasize how noise fatigue can impact alertness, and the RX solves that problem elegantly. Visibility is another strong point. The RX features a high seating position, a wide windshield, and side windows that give you a clear sense of your surroundings. Even though it's a luxury SUV, it doesn't feel oversized or difficult to maneuver. The steering is light, the body stays stable in turns, and parking is easy thanks to excellent camera systems and sensors. The RX gives you confidence, not anxiety. The controls are intentionally simple. While the RX has plenty of modern technology, Lexus organizes the interior so that essential functions are easy to reach and adjust. Climate controls use real buttons, the displays are easy to read, and nothing feels cluttered or overly digital. This is an important detail because complicated dashboards often lead to distraction and frustration. Lexus avoids that entirely. Safety features are included, but like the rest of the SUV, they're tuned gently. The alerts are soft, the brake-in assistance feels natural, and the lane keeping is supportive rather than abrupt. This is exactly the kind of safety tuning doctors prefer: protective, not stressful. Finally, reliability is a major part of the RX's reputation. Lexus is famous for long-term durability and low-maintenance ownership. Many RX owners report decades of trouble-free driving, and that kind of predictability is priceless for someone who wants a dependable, comfortable vehicle with zero drama. The Lexus RX combines comfort, silence, ease of use, and legendary reliability into one of the most reassuring driving experiences on the market. Number 2. Subaru Outback. The Subaru Outback is one of the most doctor-recommended SUVs for a simple reason. It delivers unmatched ease of driving, excellent visibility, and exceptional comfort, all wrapped in a vehicle that feels safe, stable, and incredibly predictable on the road. For many drivers who value confidence and calmness behind the wheel, the Outback hits a perfect balance that few SUVs can match. Let's start with the seating and entry. The Outback's seat height is almost ideal for reducing stress on the knees and lower back. You don't have to climb up like a truck, and you don't have to drop down like a sedan. Instead, you slide in smoothly with minimal effort. Doctors often highlight this, as one of the most important features for long-term comfort. The seats themselves are supportive, well padded, and designed to maintain a natural posture on long drives. Visibility is one of the strongest advantages of the Outback. Subaru designs its vehicles with large windows and a low belt line, giving drivers a panoramic view of the road. The windshield is wide, the pillars are slim, and the rear glass offers excellent clarity. This reduces blind spot anxiety and helps you feel more in control of your surroundings. Subaru also includes blind spot detection and excellent camera systems that make parking and maneuvering far easier. Ride comfort is another area where the Outback stands out. The suspension is tuned to handle rough roads with stability and softness. It absorbs bumps without jolting the cabin, and it remains balanced on uneven surfaces. Doctors often recommend vehicles with minimal vibration, especially for people with back or neck sensitivity, and the Outback excels in this category. The cabin is also very quiet, reducing fatigue on long trips. The Outback's driving feel is calm and predictable. The steering is light but steady, and the throttle response is smooth and controlled, nothing jerky or abrupt. This makes the Outback incredibly easy to handle in parking lots, tight residential streets, or long stretches of highway. Its lower center of gravity, thanks to Subaru's unique engine design, also gives it extra stability compared to many SUVs, which is something professionals appreciate when evaluating safety and comfort. The controls are refreshingly simple. Subaru avoids complicated, overwhelming tech layouts. You get straightforward buttons, clear menus, and a clean interior design that lets you adjust everything without distraction. This is especially important for drivers who prefer intuitive controls over flashy digital systems that require constant tapping or searching through menus. Safety is one of Subaru's biggest strengths. The Outback includes the EyeSight Safety Suite, which is widely respected for being accurate, reliable, and less intrusive than many competing systems. Features like adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, and lane assistance operate smoothly and predictably. The alerts are gentle rather than startling, which helps maintain a calm driving environment. Reliability is another major perk. Subaru has a long track record of durable engines, long-lasting drivetrains, and vehicles that remain dependable for many years with proper care. Maintenance costs are reasonable, and the Outback's long-term value is excellent. With its perfect seating height, outstanding visibility, smooth ride, simple controls, and consistently high safety ratings, the Subaru Outback is one of the most confidence-boosting SUVs you can drive. Number 1. Toyota RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 is one of the most commonly recommended SUVs by doctors because it delivers nearly every comfort, safety, and ease-of-use feature that supports long-term, stress-free driving. It's the perfect blend of reliability, simple operation, smooth ride comfort, and excellent visibility, all in a package that never feels overwhelming or complicated. The RAV4 is the definition of an SUV that works with the driver, not against them. Let's start with entry and seating. One of the biggest daily advantages of the RAV4 is its ideal seat height. You don't have to bend, twist, lower yourself, or climb up. You simply step in. This reduces knee pressure, hip rotation, and back strain. Doctors often stress how important ease of entry is for protecting joints, and the RAV4 absolutely nails this design. The seats themselves are supportive with strong lumbar design, wide cushions, and a natural driving posture that doesn't fatigue your spine or shoulders during long drives. Ride quality is another major strength. The RAV4 offers a stable, smooth, and controlled driving feel. It doesn't float too much, and it doesn't crash over bumps. Instead, it delivers gentle suspension movement that reduces joint vibration and keeps the cabin comfortable on long trips. Even rougher neighborhood roads, cracked highways, and city potholes feel manageable. For drivers who experience back or neck sensitivity, this predictable ride is a huge benefit. Visibility is exceptional. The RAV4's upright windshield, wide glass areas, and well-designed mirrors create a clear 360-degree sense of awareness. You can easily see the road ahead, merge lanes with confidence, and maneuver in parking lots without feeling boxed in. Doctors frequently highlight visibility as one of the top factors that reduce driving anxiety. And the RAV4's design checks that box better than most SUVs in its class. The steering is another win. It's light, smooth, and easy to control, especially at lower speeds. Parking feels effortless, and the vehicle responds predictably on the highway without wandering or feeling too sensitive. This controlled steering reduces hand and shoulder fatigue on longer rides. The interior layout is one of the simplest and most user-friendly in the entire SUV market. Toyota avoids overwhelming drivers with unnecessary digital clutter. The climate controls are physical knobs. The buttons are large and clear, and the touchscreen menus are easy to understand. This simplicity allows you to focus on driving rather than scrolling through complicated menus. Doctors appreciate vehicles that reduce cognitive load, and the RAV4's interior does exactly that. Safety features are included in the Toyota Safety Sense suite, and they're tuned to be helpful rather than intrusive. Lane departure warnings and adaptive cruise control operate with smoothness and calm. Nothing feels jarring, and you don't get bombarded with constant loud alerts. This subtle, supportive technology makes driving less stressful while still keeping you protected. One of the biggest reasons the RAV4 sits at number 1 is its legendary reliability. Toyota built a reputation on long-lasting vehicles, and the RAV4 is one of their strongest examples. Owners consistently report trouble-free driving for well over a decade. Low maintenance costs and high long-term durability mean fewer surprises and more peace of mind. The RAV4 brings together all the qualities doctors emphasize: ergonomic seating, gentle ride quality, great visibility, intuitive controls, calm safety tech, and exceptional dependability. It's simply one of the easiest SUVs to live with day after day, and that's why it takes the top position. Choosing the right SUV isn't just about features or styling, it's about how the vehicle makes you feel every single day. The models in this countdown stand out because they make driving easier, calmer, and far more comfortable. Each one delivers better visibility, smoother ride quality, supportive seating, and confidence-boosting safety without overwhelming you with unnecessary technology. If you're thinking about upgrading, try test driving 2 or 3 from this list and pay attention to how your body feels getting in, sitting down, and driving around. Comfort and ease of use matter more than anything, and the right SUV can transform every trip into a smoother, healthier experience. Thanks for watching, and until next time, drive safe and stay comfortable.